Hey, so just bought the Dart Classic fly screen from my Ducati Scrambler Desert Sled. We're going to open it up, see what's inside, take a look at the instructions, and get it installed on the bike. Looks like it comes with 2 bolts, 4 washers, 4 rubber fittings for the actual shield, and then 4 bolts to install it to the mounts on the left and right side, which will go under the turn signal indicators. I don't believe it will matter if you're using aftermarket or original turn signals, but what will end up happening is you're going to remove the spacer that Ducati installs so it's within specs for US standards. So yeah, first things first is we're going to get these rubber grommets installed onto the windshield. This is just so you're removing that vibration of the bolts on the screen. Next thing we're going to do is install the 4 bolts and washers with the mounting brackets on the left and right side. It's pretty intuitive which mounting bracket goes on which side. Unlike me, don't forget to use all the washers. I'll have to go back and fix that here in a second. All right, so for this part, you're just using a 5mm Allen key and a 10mm spanner just to remove the bolt holding the indicators to the headlamp bracket. Yes, we're going to do this for both sides, and on each time we're going to remove the spacer and the original bolt since we will not be using those with the fly screen. Next thing is to mount up the fly screen, and first we're going to work on the right side. So as I mentioned, we're moving the original spacer. We're going to be using the 2 longer bolts that Dart sent with the package. This part's a little tricky, just getting it bolted down, but once you got it, just use that same 10mm wrench and a 5mm Allen key to torque it down. So here on the left side, you'll see that the wires can slip into that bracket. And once again, we're not using the spacer that Ducati had installed, and we're just going to torque it down like so. Overall, it's a pretty simple installation. You're going to end up not using those 2 spacers provided by Ducati and the original 2 bolts used by Ducati on the turn signal indicators. I don't believe this is going to be a problem if you're using aftermarket turn signal indicators or just using the originals. However, I think it looks a lot better with those 2 spacers removed. I'm hoping this splash screen removes a lot of the wind off my chest as I do a lot of my commuting on the highway. The review will come up soon, and thanks for tuning in.